how's it? Let me just get comfy. That is a thing at this point. Okay. Jy kan nie nou op nie. How's it? Welcome back to Unhinged Momfluency. So I thought I would share with you a few things that I bought for my first baby, who's now almost 5, that I found I could not live without, and then a few things that I bought, never used, or just didn't find it useful and would probably not buy it again. I'm also going to focus on mom, because no one prepares you for the mental load and the mental challenge and the whole physical mental challenge of having a baby. Besides, your routine changing and limited rest, it was really hard on me mentally, and also breastfeeding to me was a nightmare, and that really affected my time with my son in the first 6 weeks, 7 weeks. So I'm gonna also give a list of products that helped me through that phase. I'm pregnant with my second child, so I have tried and tested all of these things, and these are just the things that either worked or didn't work for me. Just suggestions. I think you would really find it helpful if you're a first-time mom. First up, for mom, the hospital stay for me was by far one of the best experiences I've ever had. Never mind the whole birth, meeting my son, but also being in hospital for 4 days and having people basically take care of you was nice, I think. I don't know why I enjoyed it so much, but I really did. I enjoyed the bonding time with the baby. So choose your hospital wisely. The first thing I would get, and one of the first things I learned from my first experience with pregnancy, get a breast pump that works for you. Okay, I had an electric Medela breast pump, which was one of the best you can buy. It did not work for me, so I sent my husband to Clicks to buy me the breast pump that works like that, like a manual borstpompie, and that was the only way that I could actually get milk for my baby, is by using that, and I used that for 6 weeks. I didn't use the electric one. It's also not very expensive. This is not sponsored, this is just my experience. Second thing, get yourself reusable, washable cotton nipple pads or covers. Okay, because you're going to leak, and you're going to leak a lot, and you're going to run through those disposable ones really quickly, and I just found that they didn't work as well as the cotton ones that you can wash and use again. And they're also a little bit more comfortable, softer on the skin, because it's going to be very sensitive to the touch. It's going to be sore, going to be cracked. It's going to be, I like I said, did not have a great experience with breastfeeding. Get yourself the cotton ones, the softest ones you can find. Okay? And with that, get yourself a proper nipple cream. Yeah, just get a good nipple cream, and also you get little nipple covers that helps your baby latch onto your nipple, because sometimes, most of the time, the baby struggles to latch. And even if you don't plan to breastfeed once you leave the hospital, you still need to breastfeed in those first few days, at least to get the colostrum. So get those plastic silicone nipple suction things. I don't know what you call them. I can't think of the name right now, but they will help your baby latch. Like my husband, actually, the nurses told him, you need to go get those things right now. Go to Clicks, go get them. We need them. This baby needs to drink. So he had to actually leave and go get them. And once we had them, everything was fine. It worked well. Get yourself some kool. Kry vir jou kool, sissy. Do not want mastitis, but the chances that you will get mastitis is really high. I had it 2 or 3 times. 2 things worked for that. A warm bath on your belly, like just letting your boobs have a moment to use gravity to just get excess milk out. That helped for me. And a head of kool. What do you call kool in English? Coleslaw. A coleslaw. Put it in the freezer, freeze that baby up, and then use the leaves for some comfort and relief. I really do not wish mastitis on my worst enemies. It was hell. And then lastly, 2 things. Also, this depends on whether you will be breastfeeding or not, but vitamins and supplements. So again, just linking back to the mental health aspect, I would have started with my mood booster supplements, all natural things, like the minute I left the hospital, just to help with the mental load of welcoming a new baby into your home and adjusting to your new routine and your new family and all of the challenges that comes with that. And then the last thing, highly recommend getting help wherever you can get help. Don't try to do it alone. From your spouse, your sister, your friends, you'll get a nanny if you can. Like, just get someone to be there and to help you. Okay, now for baby. Make sure that you get some proper nice blankets, specifically that are big enough to also burrito wrap your baby. I mean, swaddle blankets. You can use a swaddle suit thing. Why am I so stupid? Remember, your baby is going to be tiny. Blankets will probably be the best for swaddling. A proper, good quality nappy bag that's big enough to carry always milk, bottles, extra bottles, nappies, nappy bags, medicine, thermometers, a changing pad, everything. Just get a proper nappy bag that's big enough but not uncomfortable to carry, because remember, you're going to be carrying this baby in your arms 24/7 almost. Something that my first nanny taught me is get a nice muslin cloth blankie that can become their comfort blankie. Have them cuddle when it's time for them to sleep. That really helped us quite a lot. Disposable nappy bags. So when you're out and about, some plastic nappy bags that you can just throw the dirty diapers in and tie it up and throw it away. You get nice ones that are actually scented, because trust me, you want the scented ones. A changing pad, like a foldable, portable changing pad, because you are going to go to places where there won't be a place to change your baby. When they do have designated areas for you to change your baby. It's dirty, or it's cold, or there's no protection against like the countertops or whatever. So get yourself a foldable, portable changing pad that you can keep in your nappy bag, that goes with you everywhere, because that really helps. Good quality rash cream, bum cream, always a good idea. And then a good quality pram, but get yourself the pram and baby seat combo. Get yourself the baby seat that when you take it out the car, it clips into the pram, and there you go, you're off. You don't have to take out your baby, put them in the pram. You just clip it out, even if they're sleeping, clip it out the car, clip it into the pram. There you go. Get yourself a pram that is light and that you can fold open or closed with one hand. Trust me when I say this, don't get the fancy ones that take a degree to open and close. So even if it's a cheapie, we have the Joie pram that you pull a little latch and it folds into itself, and you can load it into the car with one hand because it's light. Okay, we have the car seat that goes with that. Don't go for these fancy things that, take a lot of space, are heavy, and take 2 hands to operate, because trust me, you're just going to frustrate yourself. Then, if it's your first baby, you probably want to get them like a nice cot and a nice thing to sleep in, but for practicality, just get a camping cot that is also a co-sleeper that you can move around wherever you are in the day, if you're going to be at home or whatever, and you can just put it, if you're going to be in the living room, put the whole cot in the living room for your baby to sleep in. Don't go buy 3-4 different things, and because they're going to be comfortable in their little space. Get one that can be a co-sleeper, because you're going to be up a lot every 2 hours in the first month or 2. And also what's nice about the camping cot, if you go away on holiday or you go camping or you go do whatever, you can take it with you. That's the biggest thing. But it can literally just move throughout the house with you if needed. Get yourself some sleep sacks, maybe also for when they get older. So get them a sleep suit or a sleep sack. Get a good baby monitor. Consider range, consider clarity, consider whether you want a camera or not, or just sound. Consider that you're probably going to be taking it with you when you go to friends or family, or going to be somewhere with the baby that you want them to sleep in a quiet room and you want to do your thing. Just get a good monitor. You can't go wrong with a good monitor. And something that really helped us, a white noise machine. Loved the white noise machine. It just drowns out like heavy bangs or heavy sound. Our machine broke and I just downloaded a white noise app on my phone, and that worked just as well. Non-invasive temperature reader, thermometer. So babies are fussy, and sticking something in their ear, probably not the best idea. You don't want to have that hassle or struggle. Just get one of those thermometer things that you point at their forehead. That worked fine for us. And then I think probably one of the best things I ever bought was a baby carrier. The baby carrier thing that you strap onto yourself and you put the baby in. You don't need the ones that cost you 5k. Trust me, I bought the Clicks one and I used it for, I think my son, the last time I used it on my son, he was like a year old. Maybe even a little bit more. I gave it to a friend to use, and now I'm getting it back and I'm going to use it again for this baby, and it's still in perfect condition. Do not get the wrap you are sleep deprived, you are hormonal, you are all over the place, you are going to struggle with the wrap. Even if you know how to use it, you're going to struggle, and you want to minimize struggling. Trust me, okay? Just get the cheap baby carrier. They work fine. And it literally saved me because I'm self-employed. I never got to go on maternity leave. I was busy from I think the week I came back home with the baby, the next week I started doing things again. And it saved me, like having your baby close to you, having them not fuss all the time, still being able to do things with both hands, lifesaver. Something so if it depends on what you prefer to use when you set up your baby's room, but we used a baby changing station that is also a bath and that you can store things underneath, and it has wheels. We didn't have like a permanent changing station, that you have on a counter. We used this because it was easy. With that, get yourself one of those silicone plastic collapsible baby baths for when you travel. We go camping a lot. That really helped. And it collapses flat, probably like this size. They love to play in it. So once they reach the age where they can sit, if it's hot, you can put some cold water in there and they can just play in there. Obviously, the nose picker thingy to get all the snotties out. Good quality dummies and bottles. Don't buy the cheap things. Rather spend a little bit more. Get Dr. Brown's or PIGEON's, that anti-colic and that last. We got, Nook is also okay. I think we got Nook. And we literally used those bottles until the age of 2. I think the nipples of the bottles he started biting through them, and then we were like, okay, no, it's time for him to stop. But if it's a good quality one, it will last, and it will really help you with feeding. There's certain things that you can spend money on. This is one of them. Also, a preggy pillow. You've got the half circle one. That one is really great for when you want to put your baby down on a surface to just lift them up a little bit, but they obviously not rolling yet, so they can't roll off. You can just prop them up and they can just enjoy the world. Those are really nice for also if you're going to be chilling in the living room with your baby on the couch and you just want to secure them. That's perfect. Colic drops saved our lives. Colic drops and glycerine for when the tummy doesn't want to go. Those two things were lifesavers, literally. When baby gets a little bit older, you get those teether things that you take frozen fruit and you put it in, and they can soothe the gums. That really worked well. Get a Bumbo for feeding because it can go anywhere on any counter and it's secure and safe. It's easy to clean and soft and perfect. Get a bouncy recliner thing to put them in, so it has those little toys that they can look at and play with. It's just like a lifted little, I don't know what you call it, a recliner thing, but they can lie in that and play with their sensory toys, and it keeps them busy. Get a play mat for tummy time. We got one that was actually not really expensive, but it's a play mat and it can also become like a small playpen. And then it also has those toys at the top. Obviously get a bouncer or a walker, or one that can do both, because when they start moving, they want to move and they want to go, and it keeps them busy. And then the things that I found that were a waste of money, or that I just think that you don't necessarily need to buy because there's other ways around it, specifically if you want to save a little bit of money just by going old school. So these are the things that I would probably not buy this time around. So you get those vibrator thingies. That's also a night light that you put in the cot on the mattress, and it actually makes this vibrating movement on the mattress. Sometimes babies are fussy with things being too quiet or too still, so they want movement. I got one of those, paid a lot of money for it, never used it a day in our life because he didn't struggle with that. And I also think it depends what you make them used to. So if you're going to give them a lot of movement in the beginning, they're going to need it constantly to either fall asleep or be soothed. Just be mindful of that. Also those monitor things that monitors the breathing. Had one, used it a little bit, malfunctioned, didn't really give me any peace of mind, so I wouldn't buy that again. again, and they're quite expensive. Something that I also found I didn't need really was those bouncer things that have the movement where they bounce by themselves. They lie in them and then the thing moves by itself and it soothes them. Never needed that. He fell asleep either in my arms, on the couch, in his little pillow, or in his recliner toy thing. He just fell asleep in that, or in his cot. Get him to fall asleep. Again, I think it's how you make them used to certain things that end up becoming a problem later on. Expensive nappy trash cans. Those things that you click a button, it opens and it seals prop. Just gooi net jou doeke weg. Just take a nappy bag, gooi die doek in die nappy bag and put it in the trash. You don't need the expensive nappy trash cans. It's a waste of money. Bottle warmer and a bottle sterilizer. Never needed it. Good old gekookte water, ketelwatertjies. Gooi dit in jou baba botteltjie en laat dit bietjie sterilize met kookwater. It's the easiest. It's the old school way. It's the cheapest. Never needed the bottle warmer thing. Or again, we just made sure we always had room temp water, or you just put the baby's bottle in a poppy, a mug with boiling water inside, heats up the milk a little bit, and you're good to go. Food processors, never needed that. We went from milk to solids. I just cooked veggies and stuff and mashed it, and we also used the pouches and Purity, and he's fine. He was fine with it. The milk dispenser, those things where you press a button and it like dispenses the powder for you. Why? To me, it isn't a lot more effort than to just scoop in the milk than to press a button. And then lastly, like I've mentioned, the carrier, the wrap, don't buy the wrap. We tried both the wrap and the carrier. We used the wrap once. After we figured it out, spent a lot of time figuring it out. Didn't end up using it. After that, again, we just used the carrier. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else, but let me know if you want me to give you any more info on any of the products, and let me know if you want me to do any baby related stuff, maybe like what to pack in your hospital bag. There were a few things that even getting like advice from friends and family I would have loved to have at the hospital, or actually sent my husband home to go get. Or if you have any other things you want to know, any other questions, any advice, anything, let me know and I'll make a video about it. And yeah, good luck, I guess. If you're watching this until the end, then you probably are pregnant or heavily invested in someone who's pregnant. So good luck with that. Don't overthink it and don't put too much pressure on yourself, and try to enjoy the process for what it is. It is a big shock to the system in the beginning. It's something to obviously get used to, and you're going to have really, really, really rough days, and you're also going to have really amazing days, and just ride the wave. Okay, let me know if you want any more baby content and if you have any questions.